Okay, we're back, and I got a little carried away. Finished these few quests, so now we got this little guy, which is a cobble generator. What? No. Which is a cobble generator, so we got a ton of cobble, which we're going to use today. And I also got my little dirt farm set up. So these are all carrots that are 10, 10, 10, and all these chests have just a mishmash of a bunch of stuff. And we're collecting the carrots, then bringing them over here to be turned into dirt, and I'll collect that in a second. This is also where I put my infinite water source after I filled it in over there. And we also have what is called a chopper. This is getting me wood automatically. So you put the axe in there and it's chopping down this tree, and I'm basically just swapping out 2 wooden axes right now until I get a better tool. So that's what I've been up to. So we have all of this dirt, and what I've really been doing is this, getting all of these resources, plus for some reason the aluminum and the copper go up here. I don't know why the sorting does that. When you auto sort, the aluminum and the copper go here. That's weird, but it is what it is. So we have a ton of resources, and I also, in completing one of these quests, unlocked the Tinker's tool. Why the heck did that happen? I unlocked the Tinker's Tools section, which just runs me through all of the different materials you can do. But I'm going to start this. I'm going to get a smelter. I basically know what I'm doing. And I already did this. This took some work. Not too bad. And so I believe you do something like that. I was dumb. I got 64 clay instead of 16 clay. Did a little bit of an overkill there. Oh well. I'll just keep that in case I want more. And now I have this grout to make into into seared brick, is it? Come on, give me that. Also keep collecting charcoal, because these 2 machines use charcoal. You need charcoal to run these machines, so that's down to 32. And this is probably down to a small amount. 31, not bad. Yeah, let me just run this, just show you real quick. So this pickaxe has, you see the green at the top, the 4th row. It's auto repair. So I just have to let it sit in my inventory, and eventually the durability goes up. It just ticked up. It was 288, and now it's 289. And so you just come in here and you shift right click, and you see that going into my hotbar right now. And that is how I've been getting a bunch of cobblestone. And then I just set this in my inventory, and eventually that durability will go back up, because that does take durability. I want to keep as much durability as I can right now, because I am getting ready to make a mob spawner. I will go off in this direction and make a mob spawner. It's what we will do while the seared brick is cooking. I do want to go to the nether. I don't know how to get obsidian yet. I'm figuring that out. But since I want to go into the nether, I want to also just complete the quest and have it ready. So I'm going to go ahead and just get a mob spawner. I don't know exactly if I need it, because during my sifting, I have been getting a good amount of bone meal and gunpowder. 32 gunpowder, not terrible, not good. I also got diamonds. I have 6 diamonds and 8 emeralds, which is cool. Speaking of cool, we got a stack in 15. So that's nice. And you know what? I changed my mind. I'm not going to do the mob spawner today. I don't really see a point other than to complete the quest. And it does give me cows, but I read in this, I don't know which quest it was. One of these talked about how the passive mobs aren't actually super passive. So I need to look into that and figure out how to protect myself from them, because I assume that means they're going to attack me. But now I'm letting that seared brick cook, and I also want to get myself one of these. This will help me automate the sieve. And I believe I have gotten enough redstone and probably gold and iron as well. How much gold did I get? Gold seems to be a lower number, but with 10, yeah. And if I remember correctly, the smelter for Tinker's Construct, it doubles the amount you get. So if I would have gotten 1 iron from the furnace from smelting this guy, I get 2 actually. So I'm going to get the smeltery. So yeah, I'm going to be doing this. I do believe I will need some glass. I have that. So in fact, let's get another furnace just to speed this up. I have the cobble now. Too much. So we're gonna just grab this furnace, and I will put it temporarily here. And what I actually want to do is, where'd you go? There. I'll take just a tiny bit of coal from you. We're gonna actually, no, not coal. There is no point in doing coal to smelt 1 sand. That would be quite a waste. And I believe I can do that. That's a drain. There's that. Is that completing the quest? No, not you. Yes, okay. And then we need more bricks, and we need the tank. And the tank is what we need the glass for. And I believe it is the same recipe as the control with just a glass in the middle. Here's a tank, and we need 16 bricks. This is not going to be 16. It is going to be 1. Okay, so it's going to be a little while till I get 16 seared brick. Yeah, that's going to be 4. So I got 8 coal there, and now I will let that cook as well. Double my efficiency. And I'm just going to wait here. Get these going. And I'll probably put the smelter here. I think you are going to be moved to the center. This is where it's going to be. And then I will have the smelter here. Okay, it's not done, but we got enough. This one's still cooking. So this, whoops. That should be more than enough. 17. Just 1 more than enough. And that's the quest complete. A gear cast that will probably be useful. I'm assuming. Can't say for sure. Oh, that's super easy, I think. We need 1 more. And it's that, isn't it? And we're done. Slime sapling. Fun. And next it wants me to have 2 iron. And it's going to give me an iron and iron ore. Nice. So, That means we're gonna make a little smeltery. I'm gonna do a tiny setup right now. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm gonna do the normal, or what I think is the normal. Do this. I'll use wood as a placeholder block. Boom. I guess I want, actually, we want the controller up front. So we'll put the controller here. And yeah, we'll put the, no, the train's gonna get in the way. Where should the train? Train probably here, especially since I'm gonna get rid of all this. So I'll probably go brick, tank, and then train, brick, and brick all around. So we're gonna need one more brick? Is that right? 2 more brick? I can't tell. 1 more. Which should already be possible. Yes, it was possible even in my inventory. Don't want to overdo it for now. I don't know if these are used for anything else, but I'm just gonna assume they are and be safe rather than waste them. And this should be everything. Oh no, it's not. I already know. Oh, come on. One click. There is one more thing. You're already burning, so that's good. Not you. Grab you, and you. Like that. And that should be everything. I put that on there. And actually, it's not. Well, it is. I just have a preference. One more thing. We're going to go another drain. That's a controller. What's the drain? Is this the drain? Yes. We're going to one more faucet. And we need one more brick. And it should be that. Yes. And I will put that on the opposite side. Probably, is that the best? Yeah. Now we need fuel. I think, if I'm not mistaken, lava cooks the cobblestone faster than the torch. So I come over here, carefully place these down. Just I need to expand this platform if I'm going to keep using it, which I might not keep using it. Oh, shoot. Eek. And then, yes, it says 2 times melting speed 2x. So lava is better. So that's going to get me some more lava. And this is going to look ugly for a bit. But this is what I have right now from just mining up all of these places to put this stuff in. So I'm just wait for that lava. And then I suppose I will put that there. Slimy sapling. I wonder what you grow. I think with a lot of this dirt, I will be making a platform just for giant farms. So eventually I will probably have a place to see what that sapling does. But for now, it's not even close. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for lava and then we'll be back. Alright, we got lava and now we just want some iron. I won't cook all of that right away. I don't know if I would have the space for it. Oh, that's a good thing. I have this on. This is showing, for those who don't know, this is showing where mobs can spawn. So if I didn't have that torch there, then mobs could spawn inside of the smeltery. I believe I just right click that. Yep. And that is now full. Or it has a bucket in it. And I will cook those. And I got more buckets cooking over here. I also made this giant platform. This is going to be another farm. I'm going to put dirt on top of all of this and make this more farm area. And I'm probably going to do the same thing up here. I will make a offshoot here and make it bigger and make more. Are they called cauldrons? Is that what it is? Crucibles for a lava farm. And maybe even one off here for trees. I'm starting to just sort of envision a multi-platformed base where each area has its own offshoots. I feel like that could be fun. And if I do that, I'll offshoot here for a tree farm. Maybe I'll offshoot this way for the tree farm, or I have most space that way, and trees are pretty big, so I'll offshoot that way for the tree farm, offshoot this way for the lava, and then I'll offshoot this way and move my dirt over to here. And that way that area is clear for whatever it's going to become. I don't know. I'm just starting to envision an actual base. And also, if I'm able to automate the creation of clay, I might make stained clay and make these out of stained clay instead of wood. This one you won't really see the bottom. I don't know, maybe you will. Yeah, make them out of stained clay instead of wood. I don't know how that's going to look, just wood like that. I think I can make it work, especially since it's a farm. Do something like I do here, have this spruce wood kind of surrounding the whole thing. If I implement that here, then the wood will look intentional. But other than that, I think if I can automate the creation of clay or just get a ton of clay, which I think I can. I don't know about automating the actual creation of clay, but the quest I'm working on right now would, in theory, I think, automate the creation of dust. I think you do, first you get this to get power, and an auto sieve, and then an auto crusher. I don't know if the crusher will get me dust, or if it's just for ore stuff. If it's for this stuff, I don't know. I need to read that. I read it a while ago. I just don't remember. But I think me rambling has killed enough time. You are ready. And I just click that. And this will be a block of iron. Give it a second. And this was 2 blocks of iron, I think. Yeah, you stopped there. This needs to cool down. And now it's a block of iron. And that's another block of iron. And that is that quest complete. Let's go back to the Tinker's Tools. And I get even more iron for that. And you don't need to see me go through all of these different resources. Most of them, a lot of them are probably self-explanatory. Copper, I'll just melt the copper. Bronze is probably not self-explanatory. I haven't seen any, and I'm assuming it is an alloy. Yes. So it's copper and tin. I haven't seen tin, have I? Have I seen tin? We got gold, we got lead, we got nickel, silver. I have seen tin. Okay, so I have tin. Some stuff like that is going to be alloys. I don't know all of them. Bronze for sure. Steel, probably. Redstone. Why did it... When I click redstone, it asks... It wants gold. What? That's weird. Oh, it's the level of mining, not the actual tool. I get it. Probably should have actually read this one. That probably tells me that. Yeah, something tools over here. Cool. But yeah, so a lot of these I can just get. Obsidian I can't. But I'll go down this chain and get this stuff just to complete quests and get more. Yeah. Now I'm just going to go through all of my resources and get them cooked up. Probably in the order that it wants me to. So I will first get all of this iron cooked up, then I will cook up the copper, and now I guess I may as well make a bronze, at least one, just to do it. Because for the quest, gotta do just a bunch of tedious work. Okay, I've been hard at work getting a lot of resources, and I am ready, I believe, to complete a quest. I think it goes like that. And then I have the smooth stone, the RF engine, didn't even look at what that was called until now. And we have a stone generator. I'm sure if there's a stone generator, then there's also other kinds of generators, but we'll get to that later. Actually, if I try to go use, yes, iron generator, diamond generator, and diamond generator is where it stops. I don't know where I'm going to put this. Probably branch off in one of these directions. Like I said, I like the idea of having a bunch of platforms everywhere. Makes it look dynamic. But if I have a tree farm going out that way, then the trees will be up high. I don't want to get in its way. Maybe I'll do a small branch right here. Depending on how many blocks down is this. This is just 2. So this would hit the head of a branch that went this way. So maybe this branch doesn't go far because it's just gonna be the crucibles. And I don't need too many. I'll probably do 8, maybe 10. In worst case scenario, I think I can drop down. I can just get a bucket of water and build under this and then go down. Like I did this. This is down a layer, if you notice. Yeah, so it's down a layer. I can do the same thing there, except here I'm going to be putting dirt on top. There, I just won't put anything on top. I also just noticed... Careful. Those. I don't know what that is, what that's about. But I think I want to. But I think with this quest complete, that is going to be the end of the episode. Next time, I don't know what we're doing. We're getting very close to automation, which I might do off camera. Let's see how hard this is. Yes. Okay. This is going to be very hard. Is this an alloy of some sort? Yes, it is iron and nickel, which I have. So I can get that. And then this, okay, it is an alloy, gold and silver, which I have. So you probably don't need to go through watching me craft these. I'm assuming this is something similar. Ivor again. An anvil, so a lot of iron and a weighted pressure plate and a piston. Okay. This is just going through tedious task after tedious task, getting more and more resources. I do have a ton of iron. Well, I say a ton. Kind of a ton. But yeah, so yeah, I think I'll work on the automated stuff off camera. It's just a ton of crafting. I don't know if I need pipes or anything to get this generator to give power to the other stuff, or if I can just set it next to each other. That's something I will read this blob. The stone generator gets very hot, so be careful. Better materials hold the heat in better. So that's what the iron and the diamond generators are about. So be wary of that. Probably not make it the platform out of wood. So that's good to know. But yeah, I will be doing a lot of work off camera, it seems like.